day everyone, I'm Jornel El Anabu and I'm here to present my topic. The title is Techniques in Crime Scene Photography. Principles of Crime Scene Photography. Crime scene photography should not just focus on the obvious. The purpose of crime scene photography is to document what is there and where it is related to the scene, whether it is obviously connected to the crime or not. There is no prescribed length of time it takes to photographically document a crime scene. The amount of time spent depends on size and a complication crime scene. How much? There is no document and environmental factors like weather or danger to the investigative team. It can consist of thousands of photographs and hours of works. Ang layunin ng crime scene photography ay para makunan ang mga litrato, ang mga ebidensya o mga tao sangkot sa isang krimen para hindi na maabuso ang isang ginagawang investigasyon ng isang krimen. Capturing the scene. Photography or writing or drawing with light is defined as the process or art of producing images of objects on sensitized surfaces by chemical action or of light or of other forms of radiant energy such as X-rays, gamma rays, or cosmic rays. Fixing an image permanently has been possible since the 1820s in variety of ways, from the daguerreotype to silver plates to film and now digitally. Ang capturing the scene ay yung nakuhanan na ang isang krimen na ito yung mga gamit para yung crime scene ay mapunta sa ligtas na lugar o ligtas na files. Dati kasi manual lang, kaya maraming nawawala. Tapos ngayon namang panahon ngayon marami na pwedeng pagtaguan ng files ng isang krimen. At narito ang halimbawa ng isang pagkuha sa isang krimen. Brightening the darkness o pagpicture sa isang madilim na lugar. Experienced photographers often use a technique called painting with light to expose image details in dark or near dark conditions. Ito daw ay yung painting na madilim pero nagagawang maliwanag. In this technique, the shuttle is held open for seconds or minutes and the photographer walks through the scene, adding light from sources such as flashlight or detect camera flash. Yung unang picture na nakikita nyo ay madilim at nandoon nakita ang mga number kung saan tumama ang mga bala. At sa kabilang picture naman ay yung nilagyan na ng liwanag tulad ng mga flashlight or mga ilaw para makita ang tunay na anggulo ng isang picture. At ito ang pangalawang proseso sa pagkuha ng litrato. Controlling the light. Photographers use several means to tell camera how to capture the image, including aperture, shutter speed, depth of field, and white balance. Aperture refers to the size of the opening that lets light into the camera, and shutter speed is how long that opening or shutter remains open. Depth of field is the amount of area in front and behind the background, an object that remains in focus. Lastly, white balance allows the camera to record the proper temperature of light, resulting in an accurate representation of color tones of objects in photograph. Dito sa controlling the light, dito nakikita kung gaano kagaling ang isang mamimicture o photographer upang makuha ng mga ebidensya na kailangan niya. Dito rin nakukuha ng photographer ang mga ebidensya dapat walang nakakaalam at dapat lahat ng anggulo ay makuha niya upang ang mga ebidensya ay hindi na mawala pa. Definition of terms. Close-up photograph is a picture, still or motion made of the subject at such a distance that only head and shoulder or other separate parts of the body are shown. Dito sa close-up photograph ay pinapakita lang dito yung picture ng isang biktima o isang ebidensya na malapitan. Crime scene is location where an illegal act took place in the area from which most of the physical evidence is gathered or retrieved by trained law enforcement personnel. It could also mean a location wherein evidence of crime may be located but not necessarily the location of crime took place. Dito sa crime scene ay maaari lang pumasok ay mga enforcement personnel o yung mga nakatalaga upang mag-imbestiga sa isang krimen na nangyayari. At wala nang iba pang maaring makialam sa isang crime scene. Techniques and procedure. The cardinal rule in crime scene investigation states that the crime scene should not be touched, altered, or removed unless it's sketched, measures, and photographed. Sketching, measuring, and photographing all these acts be reflected on the photographic log and photographic sketch indicating precision of the camera, weather condition, types of lens, films, camera, aperture, and shutter speed that had been used. Sa crime scene investigation daw ay nakatoka sa isang sketch o pagdodrawing. Kung ano man ang mga ebidensya nandoon ay maaari dapat yun lang ang i-drawing. At may mga iba't iba pang kagamitan tulad ng mga films, camera, aperture, at iba pang mga digital camera na pwedeng kuhanan. The ideal view of the subject or object to be photographed depends upon the type of crime committed. Each case of crime demands different requirements of how it should be photographed, but definitely a close-up photograph is often required, especially an object attack, weapon use, or tools significant clues such as fingerprints, blood stain, footprints, skid marks, broken glass, woods, or any other physical evidence. Tulad ng nasabi ko kanina, ang pagkuha dito ng mga ebidensya ay ang gagamitin mo ay close-up photograph. Dahil sa close-up photograph ay makikita mo dahil malapitan ang ebidensya o isang biktima. Dahil makikita mo talaga kung anong mga bagay nandoon kapag close-up ang ginawa mo sa pagpicture sa isang biktima o crime scene. As a general rule in crime scene photography or photograph an entire scene or the general view of the scene to include nearby surroundings, the address of crime scene, case number, time and date, and initial of photographer which should be affixed in his records. An overlapping photograph or such of the immediate scene, at least in 4 different angles, must be formed. Photograph the body showing the exact location, directions, where intents. Dapat dito pagkuha mo ay nakalagda o naka-record ang bawat krimen ng iyong ginawa dahil makikita sa logbook ang mga oras kung kailan ka nag-imbestiga. Ideally, the following techniques are notable to some specific crimes enumerated. Isa na rito, mugshot. Mugshot is a photographic shot of a suspect or witness from head to elbow level taken in various views: front whole body, front right and left side view, right and left side quarter view from head to elbow. The proper procedure when taking a mugshot is attach the camera of the tripod facing the plain white background with the flood lamps, one on each side at approximately 45-degree angle to light the subject. 2 flood lamps are similarly set at each side at the back of the subject to remove the shadow. The subject is placed at the background barefooted without eyeglasses and holding at the breast level title board with corresponding name. In other data, the front whole body, front, right and left side view, right and left side quarter view from head to elbow. Ang mugshot dito ay pagkuha sa isang suspect na nakatayo o dito ang proseso pagkuha sa isang suspect ng picture na may nakakaratula sa kanyang dibdib. At ipapakita dito ang halimbawa ng pagkuha ng mugshot. Meron tayong 4 na picture na mugshot. Ito yung facing and right view and left view. Mugshot is taken from suspect witness or crime in the following right. Ito na number 1 yung height indicator. Yung nakatayo. Malalaman mo ang height ng isang suspect. Pangalawa ay 4 sets flood lamp. Yung pagkuha mo ng 4 na anggulo. Ang pantatlo ay title board. Ito yung nakasulat yung pangalan niya, yung anong kaso ang kanyang kinumit. At number 4 flash unit ay yung kung ano ang batas na ilalaan sa kanya. Number 5 letter sets. Yan yung nakasulat sa buong title board. And that's all. Thank you.
Suicide photograph. A suicide case should be photographed as though it was a homicide, but the photographer should not assume that it is one or the another. Number 1. Suicide by shooting. A photographer both to entrance and exit wounds place identification alongside each wound as well as ruler as measuring. Entrance wound is always larger than a diameter of a bullet. Hair surroundings the entrance wound and the skin burned to a reddish or grayish brown color. If shot is fired from range of less than 8 inches or similarly black, residue may be evident. If possible, photograph close-ups of the wound in the color show virus discoloration. If the victim has been shot through his clothing, infrared photograph will record a better image. Ang kaso ng pagpakamatay ay dapat na kunan ng larawan na parang isang pagpatay, ngunit hindi dapat ipalagay ang ng ilatratista na ito ay isa o isa pa. The example of suicide photograph is close-up gunshot. Number 2. Suicide by hanging. Strangulation by hanging is the most common form of suicide. Ito po ay yung parang common po na pagbibigti or karaniwan na pong pagpapakamatay ng tao na nai-stress po at parang nawawala na po sa tamang pag-iisip. Ito naman po paraan kung paano kumuha ng larawan sa suicide by hanging. Photograph the subject at a distance from 4 views showing the full body. Then move in close and show the knot, bruise marks, and the discoloration of the body. Sex offenses. The crime of rape may be taken as typical of this class of offenses. Photograph in the indication of victims' efforts to risk, such as bruises or black and blue marks. Ang krimen ng panggagahasa ay maaaring gawin bilang typical ng klaseng ito ng pagkakasala. Para po ang krimen ng pagkakagahasa po ay common na po sa ating bansa. Dahil marami po ang namamatay tulad po ng mga bata na nare-rape, ganun po. Additional shots should be made of physical features such as foot and tire expression, broken branches, button of clothing or other personal property. Use matches or booklets of matches. Disturbance of rocks, fluids, and other natural features. Displacements of other objects. Photograph of a suspect. The suspect body may show evidence of the physical struggle, such as scratches or bruises. Foreign hairs, pulling granules, or fibers may be discovered by the physician. The garments may contain weeds, seeds, or soil. If crime took place indoor, material peculiar to the premise may be found in the suspect's person or clothing. When photographing evidence include a data sheet and a ruler. Ang katawan ng suspect ay maaring magpakita ng katibayan na physical na pakikibaka tulad ng mga gasgas o pasa. Ang banyagang buhok, mga butil ng pollen o mga hibla na maaari natuklasan ng manggagamot. Ang mga kasuotan ay maaari maglaman ng mga damo, buto o lupa. Kung nagaganap ang krimen sa panloob ng mga materyal na kakaiba sa mga nasasakupang lugar ay maaari matagpuan sa tao o damit ng suspect. Kapag kumukuha ng katibayan, kumuha ng isang sheet ng data na isang pinuno. Number 2. Photographing the victim. Photograph evidence of resistance of the criminal act or sex offense. Marks and discoloration of the body. Condition of affected parts and presence of foreign hairs. Fibers, biological stain. Number 2 po ay yung para po ang biktima po ay lumaban or hindi siya pumayag na gawin yung gusto ng kriminal at nagkaroon po ng marka na naiwan ng isang suspect. Ang kulay ng katawan ay kondisyon ng mga apektadong bahagi ng pagkakaroon ng mga banyagang buhok, mga hibla na binological na hibla na maaari pong matagpuan kung saan nangyari yung panggagahasa or panlalaban ng isang biktima. Burglary. Ito po ay yung isang uri ng krimen na pagnanakaw. The exterior of the building in which burglary occurred. The point of entry and close-up shot to show forcible entry. The point of exit should be photographed. Room in the house or building which is disturbed. Take shot of all furniture or article which show evidence of being ransacked. Photograph what has been left by the burglar, such as hat, gloves, scarf, cigarette butts, and the sign. Physical evidence such as fingerprints, footprints, tire prints, scraped soil prints, heel prints, and tool marks. Her merchandise stolen to is recovered. It should be photographed. The next topic is arson. In arson cases, it is always recommended to use colored films in taking photographs because of its importance in determining the origin of fire. Origin of fire can be distinguished through the color of smokes and vapor, white smoke, black smokes, reddish brown, and yellow smoke. The color of flame. Ang pagkaso po ng panununog sa katawan, palagi inirekomenda na gumamit ng mga kulay na pikula sa pagkuha ng litrato dahil sa kahalagahan nito sa pagtukoy ng pinagmulan ng sunog. Ang pinagmulan ng apoy ay maaaring makilala sa pamamagitan ng kulay ng usok o singaw na puting usok, itim na usok, mapula-pula, kayumanggi o dilaw na usok, at ang kulay ng apoy. Homicide cases. In homicide cases, photograph the victims from 4 different sides of view. Close-up shot of the faces, with and without scale, and any identifying marks, and after removal of the body with white outline to indicate place where the victim was lying. Ang homicide po ay sa mga kaso ng pagpapatay ng tao, kunan ang larawan ng biktima na bumubuo ng 4 na magkakaibang panig sa tuktok ng pagtingin. Halimbawa po ay malapit na pagbaril ng mukha, mga sugat, mayroon o walang sugat. At anumang pagkilala sa mga marka at pagtapos ng alisin ang katawan na may puting balangkas upang ipahiwatig ang lugar kung saan nagsisinungaling ang biktima. They have a view of room with ingress and egress to the room, evidence of struggles, cigarette butts, blood stain, and broken glass. Various view of the body, including close-up shot of woods and browse marks, weapon, and the place which it has been taken. Photographing the corpse. Several features of the condition at the time of discovery, including the environment of the corpse, must be taken from various photograph direction. General condition of the corpse is being performed as a whole. If indoors, the corpse is covered with a quiet or something. Photograph in order to show procedure of inspection. When photographing a damaged part of the corpse is considered the range of photographing to show damaged part clearly. Next is autopsy photography. If the corpse is automized, picture must be taken of its front and rear view in the nude. With respect to important external and internal findings from the corpse, photograph so as to clearly reveal the condition in a detail. Ang ano po dito sa autopsy photography, kung ang bangkay ay anatomisado sa larawan, dapat kumuha ng harap at likurang tanawin na hubad na tungkol sa mahalaga panlabas na panloob na tutuklasan mula sa bangkay. Kunan ng larawan upang malinaw na ipahayag ang mga detalye ng detalyado. Next is traffic accident photography. It requires quickness, avoid photographing unnecessary surroundings in taking photograph. See through the driver's eyes. I-check nyo po kung lasing or nakainom ang isang driver. Angles to be taken shot should be taken from 4 points of the compass and 25 feet. Close-up shot are needed. Order or photographs must be established from the photograph's nose. What to photograph? All vehicles in their original position. Victims, debris, license plate of vehicles, skid marks and tire marks, patches of oil of water, marks in soil of salt bin when vehicle has gone off the road, texture of road, vicinity of the accident time. That's all. Thank you.